Hi, everybody. This is Bill Farquharson. Welcome to another session of Ask Kelly. I've changed the name, Kelly. I forgot to tell you.
Wow, I'm so flattered.
This is now, they're no longer short attention span webinars. It's now Ask Kelly. So
that's a promotion.
Yeah, I'm doubling your pay.
Nice.
So, Dr. Mallozzi, here's my problem. My sales are terrible. And I need your help. So what kinds of things should I be looking at under this scenario, Dr. Mallozzi?
Well, the first thing I would ask you is, how do you feel about the fact that your sales are tanking? And I'm going to guess that what you're saying is that you don't like this feeling that you're having. So the first thing we want to look at when we're not happy with our numbers is, are we really truly working hard? Are we showing up every day ready to do our job? Are we focused? Are we disciplined? Are we by sheer volume, are we making enough calls? Are we adding new prospects to the pipeline every week? And are we diligently going through a set of steps to contact and communicate with these suspects? And are you really, really, truly sure about that? Okay,
so let me ask you, in your coaching, what percentage of the time is this the problem?
More than half.
I agree. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so number one is effort then. I got to make sure that I'm putting in the time, that I'm making the calls, that I'm making the follow-up calls, that I'm calling people more than once. And those last three words, am I sure? What that says to me, Dr. Mallozzi, is, am I being honest about this?
It's definitely about being honest about it, and it's also about stretching too, Bill. I mean, this is really, okay, you're making 10, why not try 11 or 12? You know, whatever you're doing today, try to do a little bit more. I mean, that's often the prescription. That's often the remedy for this situation, is just work harder.
And it might also mean, but might it also mean, am I quitting on someone too soon?
Yes, well, possibly. I mean, we always, we talk about having an end in sight, a finite, kind of process. But let's face it, one call, two calls, a couple of emails, one e-newsletter, that is not going to cut it. You need to contact somebody, probably somewhere between 7 and 13 times to really, truly know that your message is being heard.
And contact is taking what form?
Phone calls, drop-bys, letters, emails, a blog, an e-newsletter, a printed newsletter, inviting them to an event. There's so many different ways that we can reach people today. Facebook, Twitter, all different kinds of things count toward that.
All right, so I'm going to answer your questions. Yes. Okay, so there's, Kelly, I believe I am working hard enough, so I don't think that's it. So what else could it be?
Well, the second thing is, are you targeting the right kinds of companies? Do you have your eyes on the kinds of companies that have a need for what you do, number one, there are no barriers to doing business with you, and that they have the budget to spend with you? Those are the things that you really need to ask yourself when you decide to go after a company. If you're a digital printer, it doesn't make sense to say, I want to print the JCPenney catalog. It doesn't make sense to say, to focus on companies where their needs do not fit in with your capabilities. So we really, really want to make sure that we have articulated, my target market is, Fortune 500 companies that are located within 100 miles of my plant. And be very clear about that. Who are you after and why? And really, I would absolutely use this as a company meeting and help get as many minds around this as you possibly can to articulate, who are we calling on, why do people use us, and again, what is our target market, where do we play the most strongly?
But target market is also, it's not just which companies fit my company, but target market is also seen as, what personalities does my personality get along with?
Sure.
What's my personal sweet spot? Maybe I'm better in one department than a different department because of my background.
Sure.
Okay.
It could be product focused too. If I believe, Bill, that you were the one that told me that there's a company down in Florida that all they print is race numbers. Again, if you're really, really good at printing one kind of thing or a suite of things, then focus on what kinds of organizations need that product for sure.
Yes, it was South Carolina, but that was me, yes.
There you go, okay.
All right, so Kelly, I feel good about my effort. I feel good about my target. So it's not effort, it's not target, and so, but my sales are still in the dumps. What else you got?
Well, this is probably, again, working hard enough and being focused is very, very important, but really, truly, it does come down to what are you saying when you pick up the phone? Because, and we've said this a million times, if you pick up the phone and your conversation starts with, "Hi, my name's Kelly and I sell printing. Do you buy printing? Let's talk about it." You're going to go nowhere but down the price rat hole, really. What we talk about time and time again is that you have to be talking about what value you bring to the table. Why would somebody view you as a resource? So we're talking about ideas, we're talking about creativity, and we're talking about putting a fresh pair of eyes on their print needs and coming up with ways to do things differently, more effectively, better, with better results. So we really, really want to focus on what value we bring to the table, and that we're not just the lowest price on per thousand, postcards or something like that.
So a high value sales call is something about, I can help you grow your business. I can help you launch a product. I can help you solve a problem.
Sure, yes.
Okay, a low value message is, I want to talk to you about your print. Give me something to quote on.
Sure, yes.
Okay, so now I'll go back to one of the first questions I asked you. If 50% of the time, in your opinion and experience, the problem with the underperforming rep is effort, what percentage is target, what percentage is message? Which one comes second?
I think message comes second.
Okay.
I really do. I do, because I think that, I think most companies have a pretty good idea of what their target market is. So again, I'm shocked when I work with a new company how many teams are still going down the, let me send you some samples, let me give you an equipment list, let me give you my price list. And I just can't believe in this day and age that that's still the approach. It's got to change.
Okay. But Kelly, I feel good about that, my message. I think I'm making a valuable message. I think I'm making it to the right person. And I think my effort's fine. So I'm going to give you yes across the board. Kelly, what can you tell me now?
Well, really, if what you're honestly saying is you're working hard, you're focused, you're calling on the right kinds of companies, and you've got a valuable message, then, Bill, honestly, it's just a matter of time. When all these three things are lining up and you're doing everything you could be doing, it's going to happen for you. It is absolutely, positively going to happen for you. It's just a matter of when. So you just got to stick to your guns, stay consistent, stay focused, and those quote requests and projects and consultation meetings are going to come your way.
Absolutely, positively going to happen if I can answer yes to all three of these questions, and I'm being honest about all three of these. Absolutely, positively. Dr. Mallozzi guarantees it.
I do.
Wow. Okay. All right, the doctor is out. Kelly, thank you. Great job.
Thanks, Bill.
Well done. We'll talk to you all next on the next short attention span webinar, a.k.a. Ask Kelly.